everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you go ahead and give a thumbs up, you have a liked video section on your dashboard on your YouTube account that you can go to. And if you were to lose this video and wanted to come back and make these, you were to lose it, you can go to your dashboard and you can find it under your liked video. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That helps me with YouTube, and the subscriptions help me with YouTube too, so thanks so much. I wanted to show you how I make these simple stamped embellishments. I will be using these for journaling spots in my journals, but you can I will make another one that is smaller, that has the stamped image, the focal point. But I wanted to show you that stamping does not have to involve coloring. I know that a lot of stampers that are more professional than I do a lot of watercoloring and general blending coloring on their stamped images, and it's gorgeous. I'm just not really good at that, but I do truly love to stamp, so I wanted to continue doing it and find a way that works for me. So I have found that if I stamp the image on a colored piece of cardstock or pattern piece of cardstock, that I get that color behind the image, and I can stamp the image in any ink color. I stamped this butterfly in black ink using the Brilliance black ink, and I stamped it on some very light blue, kind of like a robin's egg blue cardstock, just solid cardstock, and then I fussy cut it out. So that's how I will be using this little journal spot that I made. And I wanted to show you, you can also use those Project Life cards that you have stashed away that you no longer use. I have a lot of friends that used to be in Project Life, used to make all of those big, huge, bulky 12 by 12 albums. Some still do, and if you do, that's great. But if you don't, you don't have room, you find that you have no room, absolutely no room for the 12 by 12 albums anymore, like me. Then you have a lot of Project Life cards sitting around, and here's something that you can do to use them up. Now I am going to, this is like a I want to say like a slate smoky blue color here, if it's not showing up good in the video. And then I thought this gray polka dot would go really good with this. And I thought if I were to stamp a butterfly onto this polka dot cardstock, I wanted to see what it would look like. Now, my other smaller Stamp It Up block is somewhere, and I cannot find it, so I will have to clean my scrapbook room to find it, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm just using this huge stamp block that I have. This is a brand new stamp set for me from Stampendous. Let's see, I guess it's called Franz. Anyways, it's butterflies, and I love butterflies. You know, it is just called simply butterflies. I guess that's just the designer's name. Anyway, this is the stamp set that I'm using, that I just ordered through the shop. It was a special order because we don't really keep stamps in the shop, because we don't really have a big following of stampers for our customers. But I still love to stamp, so every once in a while I will do a special order for myself and order some stamps. So all I have done is used my archival pigment ink pad. It's the Brilliance Graphite Black, and I have just dabbed my stamp into it. Since it was a new pad, I did get it up against my skin really good to get all that oil and stuff off of it that comes with it, and to kind of mat it a little bit so that the ink would adhere a little bit better. I have done that and stamped a few times in my ink pad, and then I'm just going to go straight down and press around and then pull up. Beautiful. This is one of those, it's got, how do I want to say this? It's got where it is bold in some areas, and then it has little flicks of color, and then it has spaces where there's no color. So it's not a full-on solid stamp. And that's what I like, because the little polka dot paper is going to show back behind that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off my stamp. I just get a little bit of water and an old dish rag, and I clean those off. And after you've used the polymer clear stamps, you're going to get ink residue on these. That's just something you have to deal with. They're not going to continue to stay clear. If your polymer clear stamps are turning yellow or brown, even after you clean them, that is just something that everybody has to deal with. Don't worry about it. It's not something you've done wrong. They're never going to be completely clean again once you start adding on inks, and especially inks like StazOn, because that is meant to be a permanent, very, very, let's say, pigmented ink. And if you did not clean your stamps immediately, you're never going to get any of it off, but it will always stain and stay stained. So anyway, just wanted to reassure you that you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that ink stains, and especially when it gets on polymer and rubber stamps, it's just not going to all come off ever. So what I've done is just started fussy cutting my little butterfly, and when he has these little deckled edges on his wings, I'm just kind of going in and out, in and out. I'm not trying to be too specific, but I don't want to go straight across when fussy cutting. So in and out, in and out. And then again on this little deckled edge. There we go. And then straight across here, because there's no deckled edge there. And then with butterflies, the trickiest part is their little antennae. So you just go around them the best you can and try not to have like a sharp edge at the top. And you can go as thick as you would like to, because this one's antennae are very, very thin. And if I go too thin, they're just going to get broken off when I go to put them on my project. So I'm going to go a little thicker with this little dudes. Alright, and then I've got to move around here and make sure of where I am, so I don't, I'm going to have to cut that off so I can see. Alright, let's see here. Okay, around there, up and around, here we go. I was so afraid I was going to cut that antenna off. Okay, and then deckle, deckle, deckle. I forgot to mention on this other one that I already did, I also inked around the edges of that butterfly with the Vintage Photo Distress ink. Now that is just cute. I like that. Alright, so I think, oh, so pretty. I love it. Okay, I think I will use the walnut stain. Yep. Oops, sorry. Sorry. I'm going to use the walnut stain ink. I'm going to get this off, and thought I was going to use my tweezers to get it off, but I don't see my tweezers, of course. Let's see. Okay, now walnut stain. I'm going to go around the edges. And if you are not good at fussy cutting, I'm not the best in the world. Doing a little bit of distress inking around the edges helps to cover up those flaws. There and there. And then I'm going to try to get right in the middle of those antennae. There we go. Cute. Oh yes, I love that walnut up against that white of that Project Life card. And I'm going to ink these edges with that walnut. I like the contrast of the really dark walnut stain up against that really clean white Project Life card. So pretty, and I'm thinking maybe I like that. I think I will put a little bit of washi on this one. I did like the decal edge around on there, and I put a little label like I make on my typewriter, and then it has journal at the top typed, and then I hand lettered time underneath it, and then on the butterfly I just adhered the middle part so that the wings kind of stay up a little bit. I love that dimension. And so you can see on the back it's just regular cardstock color on the back. So that's how I did that one. And I think I want to add some of this washi tape. This is some that I received from Cocoa Daisy, and I really like that. It matches that pretty good. So I'll just trim it off, and then the lines are going to help me place this. So I want to go right there where those lines are, line it up, fold it over. Oh good, okay, I don't have any to cut off. Good. I like that. I think maybe I did the butterfly on that side too, but I think, yep, I'll do it. No, I don't know. Yeah, I like it like that, so we'll do that. I'm going to use the Barely Arts, and I'm just going to go right down the middle and then just a touch out on the sides like that. And then I'm going to adhere him where I want him and just hold down for a few seconds. And then I'll come back and fluff up his wings once that gets dry. So you do not, of course, have to use butterfly stamp. You can use whatever stamp you have. as long as this works a little better, as long as there's some empty white space in the stamp. So see, you can see the brown through that one, and you can really see the brown through that one. I'm wanting to use that one on the little next thing that I do for you, next project I do for you. But so this is a little journal spot that I can add into, or even a tag that I can add into a pocket, but a little journal spot that I could add to a page or a pocket in my journals. So there's 1 and 2, and then you can also, if you don't want to do a journal spot, you can also make the stamped image that you do the focal point of your embellishment and just use it as ephemera. So let's find some really pretty pattern paper, but something that's not too busy. So let's see here. Let's find a, ooh, that one's pretty. Let's see. Can't make up my mind. This is just some blue fern that I had sitting on my desk. I like that. Alright, let's do this. I'm wanting to use this bird and border for something else. So I'm going to cut out this, and I want to make a couple of butterflies. Maybe I might can even get 3. Oh yes, I can get 3. Alright, so let's put this one down. Now I'm going to use this butterfly image here, that one. So you're really going to be able to see that pattern paper through the stamping. And like I said, this is a new stamp set. I've never stamped with this before until these projects. So that's why I'm pressing it up against my skin. Alright, and then I just like using black archival ink. Black. I said black like I was from Boston or something. Sorry. Black archival ink to do my stamping with. It's just always worked really well for me. Okay. Make sure to get that middle stamped really well. And then I'm just going to go up as far as I want to on this and not pick it up at all. And I'm not rocking it back and forth either. I'm just pressing. Oh wow, that's pretty. Okay. I'm going to do this 3 times. Okay. My paper's so little I'm having to... Oh, so pretty. Okay. And one more. I believe I can get one more. Let's see. I might have to turn it around. Oh yeah, it fits better that way. Okay. Down. And just pressing. And you're not pressing with all your might, but you're just wanting to make sure that every piece gets stamped very pretty. I love that butterfly image. Okay. So I'm going to clean up my stamp, and I'm going to fussy cut these, and I'll be back and show you what I do with them. So here are those 3 butterflies that we cut out of that blue fern paper. I've just fussy cut them, and I'm going to distress ink them with some walnut stain. Just got that out, so I'm just going to stick with it. I love the walnut stain. I love the vintage photo. I really love the tea dye also. What's some of your favorite Tim Holtz distress colors? We try to keep the most popular ones with our customers anyway. Stocked, the re-inkers stocked in the shop. But let me know what your favorite Tim Holtz distress ink color is. So there are those inked, and then this is a printable or digital from My Porch Prints, and so is this beautiful little clock that I didn't cut out in a perfect circle. And then this is a little cutout dolly. It's not an actual dolly, it's a piece of paper with a dolly print on it, and I just fussy cut that out. And then I am going to ink the edges of all of these. Oh, look how pretty the backs of those are too. Fussy cut and ink and stamp. That's what this video is all about. I love all 3. I find fussy cutting very therapeutic. Some people do not like fussy cutting. I could sit and fussy cut. I mean, just listening to the TV, a movie or something, and fussy cutting. I love it. Alright, so I'm pretty simple as far as things to put on embellishments. So, you know, washi tape or baker's twine or maybe a little bit of lace. I'm not a big lace person, but if the right stuff comes along, sure. This, I think I will use here if I can get to it. This little gear looks cute with that clock, so I think I might use that. That's cute. Alright, and then this seam binding is very pretty, but how to add it? Should I just crumple it up and add it behind this little butterfly? Maybe. We'll see. And let's see here. That die cut is gorgeous. This is a die cut from Felicity Jane, I do believe. And I've been holding back on using this die cut, and I just think I have found where I'm going to use it. That's gorgeous. I love that. Yep, so that's going to be that one. And the gear is going to go on that one. Let's see here what I want to put on the dolly. Maybe some of this torn straw paper that I've got over here. Haven't gotten a torn element really on any of these, so let's try this out. Let's see what it looks like. I don't really want the perfect kind of cornered edge, so let's get that. Okay, let's see if we can just put it in the middle. like that, and maybe just a little bit of this seam binding added somewhere. I like that. Straw paper in the middle, maybe. Let's wad this up a little bit more and get it a little more so that one defined crease comes out of it. And we've got it a little more grunged up. Oh yes, that's pretty. Love it, love it. Okay, and then I think it still needs one more something. Think, 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 as Winnie the Pooh used to say. Maybe let's get some color going on it. And maybe, oh yeah, I'll add some liquid pearls to it. I've had a few people asking about how I use liquid pearls, and I have a video showing how I used it like paint, just regular paint, because that's really what it is ink or paint in a paint or paste form. So that's about how I use it. For this little gear, it is plastic, so it's not that heavy, but I am still going to use glue dots to put it down, because that is my adhesive of choice when I have something with a little bit of dimension to it that needs to be put down. I'm just going to add 3. I think that'll be plenty. There and there and there. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of center it up with that clock face. And then I'm going to get my Barely Arts, and I want to add that butterfly where it's just barely touching the flowers. So I'm going to do it right up against the body, and then on this side, because I don't really need it on that side because that's going to be up against that gear. Pretty. I really like that. That is pretty. And I may add some of those. Ooh, I think I might just add one little dot of this, and I'm going to get a little scrap piece of tissue paper here. Make sure it's coming out the way it should before I dot my butterfly. Yep, just one little dimensional dot right there on that butterfly body, and I think that it's going to be good. That one would be done. Let's see. Okay, for this one, I need to adhere down that piece to the middle. Okay, and then I'm just going to put adhesive where the butterfly will cover that up, and then up against the body, and then teed out like I usually do my butterflies when I put them down. I want to go off to the edge a little bit. I don't want everything just lined up straight and perfect down the middle. I like that. And then I'm going to add some liquid pearls. And what I do with liquid pearls to get them to be very dimensional is I pull it at the very bottom and then pull up at the last second before I pull up, before I'm done. And that gives it that little mound effect. And then as it dries, it will settle a little bit and it won't be as pointy on top. So adding liquid pearls there. There we go. And here. Here. Need to add just a little bit more to that one. I think I'll add just a little bit more to this one. Okay. Yep, and those will dry and be gorgeous. I love that. Alright, and then this last one, I think I might do just a little bit of pat inking around the edge of this one. I'm not going to smear it because it's a glossy die cut. All of it's probably not going to stay, so I'm just barely doing. Let's see, I'm going to do it here where I want this covered because some of that's going to hang off. There we go. Yep, that's good. All right, there's my die cut. And then my beautiful stamped butterfly. Right there in the crook of that. Do I want to face him that way or that? Oh, yeah, this way. Okay. My little butterfly, and instead of the liquid pearls on this one, I believe I want to add a little bit of bling to his back or her back, whichever. Alright, you're going to see my arm really close here for a second as I get out this bling here. And these little peachy ones are so pretty. So pretty. And since I can't find my tweezers right at the second, I will pick it up maybe with the end of my, oh yeah, that works. I'm going to do 3 down its little body. Cute. That peachy goes really good with that flower. Alright, and I still might, yep, I think I'm going to do a really peach one in the middle, and then another pale blush one at the end. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh me. I will give y'all close-ups of these at the end of the video. Let me move it over with my tip of my cutter bee scissors. Oh, that's cute. I love it. Oh my goodness, how cute. How cute you are. Oh my goodness. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So, here are my 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at what I did. I put my finger right in the middle of that liquid pearl. You goofwad. Okay. Let's just do him up again, and it will be fine. I think I'll do this one a little fatter so it'll go along with that one that I goofily just put my finger in. Goofy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamped embellishments or journaling cards to go in my journals, or these, of course, guys, could be used as little bookmarks. Would that not be gorgeous? using this as bookmarks and giving these as gifts. Really, really cute. So these will be put into my journals, and probably these two will be put into my journal. And this one is probably going to go into one of my books that I'm reading right now because it's just so pretty. So anyway, all of my videos is something I was going to be making anyway, and I decided to share them with you. So I hope you enjoyed the project that I was going to do anyways today and decided to share on YouTube. Y'all have a great day. I'll have still shots of everything. Make sure to subscribe to me and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you watching till the very end. That helps me with YouTube so much. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.